Bonjour, voici vidéo 6a, la météo. I'll be pronouncing the vocabulary for you from chapter 6. But first, we'll start with the Bible verse. Lorsqu'il l'a trouvée, il la met avec joie sur ses épaules. Luc 15:5. Let's do that again. Lorsqu'il l'a trouvée, il la met avec joie sur ses épaules. Luc 15:5. That's all part of the shepherd who goes to find the lost sheep. When he finds it, he puts it on his shoulders with joy. From Luke chapter 15. All right, let's go right over to la météo. I'll just pronounce all the vocabulary for you, going right down the row on the from the textbook. À la page 88, vocabulaire, la météo. Think of meteorological. That's where that word comes from, la météo, weather in French. I'll just go down the list here. Une faible front froid. That's a good tongue twister. Vers le sud, vers le nord, vers l'est, vers l'ouest. En provenance du nord, des averses, des orages dispersés. Un temps généralement ensoleillé. Nuageux. Passage nuageux. Un ciel variable. Un avertissement d'orage. En fin de journée, la température minimale, la température maximale, la température prévue, les conditions vont s'améliorer, and with the verb s'améliorer, that is a reflexive verb. Notice the se, that means to improve, to get better, to improve itself. And then the last one, le mercure. Le mercure. This vocabulary next, in this next section, is a revision of the vocabulary that we learned last year in French 1. So let's go over this. These expressions all use the verb faire. So you might want to go in the back of your book and review the conjugations for faire. These weather expressions use the invariable expression il fait, meaning it is for the most part. So not he makes or he does, but invariable, meaning this is the expression that's always used to talk about the weather, il fait, and then we add the adjectives that we want. So, for example, il fait beau, it's nice, il fait beau. Going on, il fait mauvais, il fait frais, il fait froid, il fait chaud, il fait lourd, il fait un temps pluvieux. Again, that's un temps pluvieux. Il fait 20 degrés in Celsius, obviously. And the top of the next page, these are invariable expressions using the expression il y a, which means there is or there are, but with weather expressions it means, again, it is. So, il y a du soleil, il y a de la neige, il y a du vent, il y a du brouillard, il y a du verglas. And then these verbs stand alone. The verb geler, il gèle, geler to freeze. Il pleut, that's the verb pleuvoir, Pleuvoir, that's to rain, il pleut, and il neige, that's the verb neiger. This is a regular ER, this is also a regular ER, this is an irregular, it conjugates like the verb voir, to see. You can see that in there, VOIR, so that conjugates like the verb to see. All right, I think we got all of those. If you flip over one more page, excuse me, à la page 90, at the bottom of the map of Quebec there, it says, Que voit-on dans le ciel? Underneath there, it says, Que voit-on dans le ciel? What do we see in the sky? I just want to go through that vocabulary for you as well. Un nuage, la lune, le soleil, une étoile, une planète, un avion, une navette spatiale, un fusée, un satellite. Obviously a satellite, un satellite. All right, go back to the previous page and let's do exercise A together. There's a lot of possibilities with this. I'm going to give you a couple or one, maybe just one, depending on how much time we take to do this. Excuse me, but realize that you could definitely have different answers here. So, exercice A. Complétez les phrases suivantes à l'aide des expressions précédentes. So, complete the following sentences, with the help of the preceding expressions. The vocabulary, obviously, is what they're referring to. Numéro 1. Je vais à la piscine parce qu'il. I go to the pool because. Il. Gosh, you could put just about anything there, right? Parce qu'il fait beau. Or parce qu'il fait chaud. Because it's nice, because it's hot. Anything along those lines. Numéro 2. Tu portes un imperméable parce qu'il. Hopefully you remember your vocabulary from last year as well. Imperméable is a raincoat. So what makes sense? Parce qu'il pleut. I guess you could say also, il fait un orage. Did we have that one? Somewhere we did. Right, des orages, storms. Numéro 3. Aujourd'hui, nous allons à la montagne faire du ski parce qu'il. Today we're going to the mountain to go skiing because. What makes most sense to me is il neige. Il fait froid is another choice, right? Oops, that's chaud. Il fait froid because it's cold. Numéro 4. Beurre, le chauffage ne marche pas. Il. If your heating isn't working in your house, probably what makes most sense. Il fait froid. Il gèle could be another possibility. It's freezing. Numéro 5. Il est dangereux de conduire sur les grandes routes. On ne peut guère voir parce qu'il. It's dangerous to drive on the main roads. One can hardly, that guère means hardly, one can hardly see because. What makes the most sense here? Probably foggy, right? Parce qu'il y a du brouillard. B-R-O-U-I-L-L-A-R-D. Du brouillard. It's foggy. 6. Attention au pont. Il blank hier soir et il y a du verglas. So, pay attention on the bridge. Be careful on the bridge. Pont is bridge, if you remember. Il something, hier soir, et il y a du verglas. Okay, so we want to say it was freezing, but they gave us hier soir, which means we need the passé composé. So here's a little review of your passé composé. Geler was a regular ER verb, so we use avoir to form the passé composé, right? So il, my marker's running out. Il a gelé. It froze last night. Il a gelé. Notice that when you use gel in the present tense like they gave you, the accent is grave because you're saying gel with a, sorry, my book's probably in the way here a lot of times. I'll try to be a little more careful. You're using your grave because you're saying gel, an S sound, right? But here you've got gelé And we need the accent here to get the passé composé gelé to make the A sound. So we don't need it here anymore, but we need it aigu here to give us the passé composé. Hopefully that made sense. Ok, numéro 7. Restons chez nous aujourd'hui et lisons un bon livre parce que dehors, il. So let's stay home today and read a good book because outside, dehors is outside. Let's put that up. I don't think they gave you that yet. Dehors is outside. So, why? Maybe because it's nasty outside? Il fait mauvais. That's an A. Il fait mauvais. That's probably the best one. Numéro 8. Tu peux aller à pied aujourd'hui parce qu'il. You can go on foot today. You can walk today because. How about il fait beau? It's nice. That makes the most sense. You could have said il ne pleut pas. Parce qu'il ne pleut pas. It's not raining. Numéro 9. Quand il y a une tempête, il blank et blank. When there is a storm, it what? Well, again, you could have all kinds of things. Let's use il pleut. Il pleut. Et what else could we put? Il y a du vent. There's wind. You could have probably put, excuse me again, could can't talk. Could definitely have put other things down, but we'll go with that. And then, numéro 10. Regardez, la pluie ne tombe plus, les nuages s'en vont et il blank de nouveau. So it's saying, look, the rain is no longer falling. The clouds are going away, and it is something again. De nouveau means again. So how about il fait beau, de nouveau? Or maybe even better, il y a du soleil. It's sunny again. Okay, so those are just some possibilities there for this exercise. And make sure that you take some time to learn this vocabulary. It is a review, but you do need to be responsible to learn this vocabulary. So have fun with that. And this ends audio segment 6A. Au revoir.